So you wanted to have a look at how we represent numbers. What we're basically wanting you to do is to show us that you understand how much a number is. So if we said, can you find us 20 pebbles, then you'll be able to actually find that 20. You understand what that amount is. So having a look at it on the grid, which I've just drawn up here, so the numeral, which is the one that you've already got given on your sheet, that is the number written in numbers, basically, in digits. Words, that's quite self-explanatory, but this is on Twinkle. It's a word map. This can help you. So you might just need to have a practice at your sound talking. But for this number, for example, 25, I can have a sound. So I can either try and sound talk the word myself, or I can have a look on here, and I can find 10, and E, 20. So I know I'm going to want to write 20. And it was 25, so I need to find, now I'm very good at sound talking 5 actually, so I can see it there, but there's my split digraph, 25. Right, and that's all you need to do for the words. Now the draw it and the picture bit, they are a little bit similar. So when we say draw it, what we're talking about is in chips and peas, or in tens and ones. So that means we want to know how many tens and how many ones are in this number. Sometimes we can work that out in our head. If not, we can work it out using a tens and ones chart. So we can draw one of these. It's a T for the tens and an O for the ones, because that's how we write tens and ones. So we'll write our number 25 in there. And there we go. Straight away, we can see how many tens are there in the number. There's 2. So we can draw, that's 1 10, that's 2 tens. We use a stick. And then how many ones are in the number? There's 5. So we'll draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's the number 25, shown in chips and peas, or tens and ones. You can see they look a little bit like chips and peas. If you wanted to colour them in, you can, I suppose, if it helps you to remember. So that's how we could do that. Or you can, if you're feeling like you really want to stretch your brain, you could try and count in tens to make the number. So that would be really good to practice counting in tens as well. So we'll do the tens first. So we'll go 10, 20. We know that we've got 20 there, and we want it to be 25. So we'll say 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. There we go. And as you can see, it's the same there. So there's a couple of different ways that you can use to work out how to draw it in chips and peas, or tens and ones. And this is also called, you can find that called base 10 on the internet as well. But at school, we generally tend to call it tens and ones, or chips and peas. The picture one is a bit of a strange one. You can do it any way you like, really. You could literally just draw a picture that will somehow show 25. You could draw perhaps a picture of some money. So we could, again, we're breaking it into 10p, another 10p, and a 5p. Now we've not done a lot of money work at school. We could break it into a 20p and a 5p. So you could have a go at trying to draw it in money. You could have a go at trying to draw perhaps, maybe trying to draw it on your hands. So you could draw 25 fingers, but that would be quite a lot. So with smaller numbers you could do that. So there's a few different ways that you could do this. You could try and draw some numicon. So we could draw ourselves I'm drawing a tens frame here, sorry, a 10-piece numicon. It's not very good, it's a little bit wonky. And another 10 numicon. And we know how many tens there's going to be in there, because we found out earlier. We've got 2 10 pieces that I'm going to draw. And then so we've got our 10, 20, and then we want a 5 piece as well, wouldn't we? A little bit fiddlier to draw. So you could draw it with Numicon, and you could definitely colour those in to help you remember them. You could try and draw a tens frame. So that's when we've got, this is a tens frame. I'm just giving you lots of different ways that you can make a tens, sorry, that you can represent these numbers, to give you lots of different ideas and to help it stick in your brain. So this is a tens frame, and we can find out what a number is depending on what's shown on there. So for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 5 on a tens frame. Quite simple. So if we were going to have, that would be 9 and 10. We could draw another tens frame. Sometimes the hardest thing about that is splitting it up into actually 10 pieces. You want to double check that. So that's 2 tens frames. And there's 5 filled out on our tens frame. So there's 10, 20, 5, 25. So there's lots of different ways that you can do that to show the picture part. So we've got our number in numerals. We want to try and write it in words. Have a go at drawing it in tens and ones or chips and peas. And then that last one, picture, really you can use your own imagination and try and come up with lots of different ways to do it. Okay, hopefully that helps. This video's a little bit longer than I wanted it to be, but hopefully that helps. And if you need any more help, let me know on Twitter. Thanks very much. Bye.